Modi for an open discussion on a public platform. Let Kashi people ask straight questions from both of us. Time, place, his choice. Modi ji given permission of Ganga Aarti. Yet rather than performing Aarti, he is drawing political mileage. Sad. BJP top brass landed in Kashi shows their nervousness. Will they be able to save Modi ji from defeat? So Kejriwal taking on Narendra Modi and using this opportunity to go ahead and slam the BJP prime ministerial candidate. And here's what he once again said. I invite Mr. Modi for an open discussion on a public platform. Let Kashi people ask straight questions from both of us. Time, place, his choice. Modi ji given permission of Ganga Aarti, yet rather than performing Aarti, he is trying to draw political mileage. Sad. BJP top brass landed in Kashi shows their nervousness. Will they be able to save Modi ji from defeat? So Kejriwal also going ahead and entering this particular battle of sorts. In fact, days after his spectacular roadshow to file his nomination papers, Modi's second drive-through in Varanasi will be the highlight of the BJP's protest against the Election Commission, which said it is surprised and disappointed. Modi is expected to address a rally this afternoon on the outskirts of the city before flying to the Banaras Hindu University in a chopper, from where he will drive to the party's headquarters in Varanasi. And Arun Jaitley, of course, is expected to lead a protest outside the historic Banaras Hindu University. Protests are also planned in Delhi. And even as BJP is gearing up for a massive protest demanding the right for Modi to go ahead and perform his prayers at the banks of the river Ganga, it looks like a Twitter war has broken out as Narendra Modi went ahead and stated that he stated his apologies to Ganga Ma for unable to be able to come out and offer his prayers to her. Kejriwal meanwhile has gone on to state that Modi is taking political mileage from all this, even as the Election Commission has given permission for 2 of the 3 programs to take place, and also expressed surprise and disappointment over the fact that the BJP was staging protests for the same. The BJP on its hand is organizing large-scale protests wherein Narendra Modi will take up a protest road show, and besides that, of course, we will also look at protests in Delhi. My colleague Harish now joins us over the phone line with more information. Harish, it looks like even as the EC has given its nod for 2 of the 3 rallies, the BJP is clearly not satisfied with the same.
Well, the BJP understands that it is gaining more ground or more eyeballs and TRP and other media coverage due to this denial of permission, and that's the reason you see, even though the Election Commission has issued permission in the letter, and I quote now, the Election Commission says, as you may be aware, permission for 2 out of the 3 programs, that is Ganga Pujan and Meeting of Eminent Citizens referred to in your letter, has since been issued by the district magistrate. Also, the letter goes on to say that the permission for the rally was denied because of security reasons, and it's not just because of the report conveyed by the district magistrate and the returning officer. It says that the Election Commission has also contacted the state chief secretary and the DGP of the state and then decided to deny permission for the rally. This is what the Election Commission has replied to Arun Jaitley's letter. But now, any which ways, the BJP has decided not to go ahead with this rally, and Arun Jaitley claims that there is very little time for that to happen and they cannot advertise for this rally, and that's the reason, although the Election Commission has given permission, the BJP won't be able to hold these rallies. That's what Arun Jaitley has said, and in his blog he goes on to say that I cannot conceal my disappointment with the Election Commission. Men in constitutional offices need to be bolder. This is what Arun Jaitley has said. So definitely, although the permission has been given, you see the BJP going all out against the Election Commission, stating that there is a biased attitude from the returning officer and the senior election officials, Akshita.
Right, Harish. Also, of course, considering that the EC has given permission for 2 rallies to take place, if you could take us through exactly what Narendra Modi's itinerary will be like today.
Well, although the BJP has been given permission by the Election Commission for holding 2 programs, not really rallies, but 2 programs. That is, one is the Aarti, Ganga Aarti, and the other program of meeting eminent citizens from the city too. These 2 programs have been given a go-ahead by the Election Commission, but the BJP has decided not to go ahead with this plan, stating that there is very little time for the BJP to organize these 2 events, with the permission coming in at the last moment. So the BJP has decided to abandon this plan, and now, as you mentioned earlier, Arun Jaitley will be protesting outside the historic Banaras Hindu University, and Narendra Modi too will be landing at the university helipad and heading to the party office. It's not clear if he will join the protest, but as you have already seen, there is a very emotional tweet put out by Prime Ministerial candidate of the BJP, Narendra Modi, saying that he apologizes for not being able to perform the Aarti to the Ganga Ma. So you have already seen every time Narendra Modi goes to Varanasi for any sort of a campaign or any rally, him being getting very emotional and attaching importance to the whole Ganga Ma factor. And even if you can recollect, when he went in to file the nomination, he said he hasn't come here. In fact, it's the Ganga Ma who was called in there. So he understands that there is some heart connection that the people of Varanasi have with the river Ganga, and now he's trying to utilize it, Akshita.
Right, Harish, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. But quite clearly there, it looks like the BJP is making it very obvious that they are not willing to take no for an answer. The fact that they have been given permission for 2 of the 3 programs has still not been enough for the BJP. In fact, Narendra Modi was given permission to go ahead and conduct that Ganga Aarti, but they have decided to go ahead and cancel it, keeping in mind that it was a very last-minute approval, so the BJP has not had time, they claim, to go ahead and arrange for the same and plan for the same. Hence, they will go ahead and continue protesting in Varanasi. We understand that the protest will be led by Arun Jaitley at the historic Banaras Hindu University, and Narendra Modi may just go ahead and join them in the same. In fact, Modi has also tweeted on the same, stating that he apologizing to Ganga Ma for not being able to go ahead and offer his prayers at the banks of the river Ganga, to which Kejriwal has already reacted. So quite a bit of politics playing out over this entire issue, even as the Election Commission has gone on to express surprise and disappointment over the fact that the BJP has decided to organize large-scale protests across the nation.
आपको पहले दिन से बनारस में देख रहे हैं, यहाँ के जिला प्रशासन नाराज होकर हमारे कार्यकर्ताओं को टोपी झंडा छीन रहा है.
And moving on, the Lokayukta sleuths today conducted raids at 5 locations in Gadag. Lokayukta raided the irrigation and village panchayat offices as well as houses of corrupt government officials. Banikoppa village panchayat president Vasud Jagalara's house was raided. Government officials Chandrasekhar Balehosur, PDO, PM Patil's houses were also raided. The officials were allegedly involved in 70 lakh rupees construction scam. And soon after the Lokayukta discovered about this particular scam, they have gone ahead and conducted raids in 5 different locations in Gadag. We understand that some people under this scanner are the Banikoppa village panchayat president, besides corrupt leaders such as Chandrasekhar Balehosur, as well as a PDO, PM Patil. So all these people have come under the Lokayukta radar, and raids are currently being conducted wherein documents are being scrutinized at the residences as well as offices of these particular men. It is said that they've been accused of being involved in a construction scam worth about 70 lakh rupees. So of course we will have to wait and watch to find out if the Lokayukta has got any sort of leads on that front, if they have found that these people are guilty of the same, and whether in fact we will see any arrests of these government officials who have been accused of corruption. And moving on, here's a fight that is going on between 2 governmental bodies, the Horticulture Department and the BWSSB. Well, what's it all about? Let's find out.
The BWSSB and the Horticulture Department are at loggerheads with each other, and the issue is unpaid bills. Until 2008, the BDA had set up a wastewater purification plant to supply water to Lal Bagh on its own premises. Post 2008, the BDA handed over the maintenance of this plant to BWSSB. From 2008 to 2010, the water body supplied water to the botanical garden free of cost. In 2010, the BWSSB was unable to supply water free of cost due to financial compulsions. It even issued bills for the 1.5 MLD of water it supplied every day. For 2 years, the BWSSB did not issue bills. Now, it is asking the botanical garden to cough up the unpaid dues worth 96 lakh rupees. A number of notices were issued by BWSSB to Lal Bagh. In fact, 15 days ago, one more notice was issued, and the BWSSB hopes that the dues will be cleared.
Horticulture department, we have built 2 STPs for them, one in Kaban Park, the other in Lal Bagh. Both are membrane technology STPs, which are of a high order. Maintenance costs are a little high, so we have revised our processing, the water cost for processing, which they have, in turn they have to pay, and they have agreed. We are awaiting government sanctions to get the funds.
Though the Water Board expects the bill amount to be paid, the Horticulture Department is in no mood to do so. Officials of the department say that they have been paying the bills from 2012, a sum of 10 lakh rupees per month. When it comes to clearing the backlog of 96 lakh rupees, the Horticulture Department says it is bankrupt and hence can't foot the bill. It seems like this tug of war will not end anytime soon. While the Horticulture Department is asking for a waiver of the amount, the BWSSB is in no mood to do it. What will be the outcome? Anand Burli, News 9, Bengaluru.
And well, after the horrific incident of MH370 going missing, the DGCA has come up with a new plan to increase the safety and security of passengers. Here's how.
After the Malaysia airline aircraft MH370 went missing, Civil Aviation Department of almost every country has been trying to step up security for its passengers. Safety increased for Indian aircraft. DGCA issues norms for real-time tracking. The Director General of Civil Aviation came up with the idea in the wake of the Malaysian airliner tragedy. The real-time tracker will help in keeping a track on flights from takeoff to landing. Air transport operations have now been asked to use on-board aircraft communications, addressing and reporting system or automatic dependent surveillance broadcast for this purpose, and they have to ensure their serviceability before every departure. Operators have also been advised to devise a procedure for effective tracking of the aircraft while flying over areas where there is no coverage of ACARS or ADSB. Just before the flight takes off, an automatic message is sent to the Operation Control Center that will be triggered by the ACARS. This message will enable the Operation Center to record the exact time of takeoff and vice versa. This decision has been taken for both passenger and cargo planes. While commercial air transport aircraft spend considerable amount of time operating over remote areas, there is currently no international requirement for real-time tracking of the aircraft. This uncertainty resulted in significant difficulty in locating the aircraft in a timely manner in both cases. Such incidents, as well as the recent Malaysian tragedy, have prompted the DGCA to take necessary action. However, the real-time trackers will not be able to track details of the flights in areas that are not covered by ACARS or ADSB. This means that the flight crews will have to report to the flight coordinators the details of the speed and altitude every 15 minutes while flying over such areas. The mystery of the MH370 has left scores of people worldwide with the fear of flying. But with the latest initiative taken by the government, people can now think of letting go of their fear. A News 9 report.